Some stories are not forgotten because they are old. They are forgotten because the truth behind them is too uncomfortable to face. Today's story is not fiction, not a movie plot, but a real mystery that remains unsolved to this day. There are no clear answers, no final conclusions, only questions. This is one of those hidden chapters the world quietly moved on from, but maybe never should have. The case began on what seemed like a completely normal day. There was no sign of danger, no visible conflict, and no reason to believe that anything was about to go wrong. The person followed their usual routine, spoke to people they trusted, and then suddenly disappeared. There was no goodbye, no explanation, just silence. At first, everyone assumed the person would return. Hours passed, then days, and slowly hope began to fade. Concern turned into fear. Family members searched endlessly. Friends spread the word, and authorities were finally alerted. What started as concern soon became a full investigation. Search teams were deployed across nearby areas. Homes, streets, and open spaces were carefully examined. Personal belongings were analyzed, phone records were checked, and every recent interaction was reviewed. Friends and family were questioned repeatedly, sometimes more than once, as investigators searched for even the smallest clue. But nothing made sense. Phone records showed no distress calls, messages revealed nothing unusual, surveillance cameras offered no clear direction. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence strong enough to explain what had happened. It was as if the person had simply vanished into thin air. As time passed, strange details began to surface. Small inconsistencies appeared in the timeline. Witness statements didn't fully match. Some people changed their stories, while others stopped talking altogether. Certain leads were delayed, and some pieces of evidence were never fully explained to the public. Questions began to grow louder. Why were some leads ignored? Why were certain individuals never questioned publicly? Why did the investigation slow down so suddenly after initial urgency? The deeper people looked into the case, the more confusing it became. With no official answers, theories started to take over. Some believed the truth was deliberately hidden. Others suspected that powerful people were involved behind the scenes. There were whispers of fear, pressure, and silence. Rumors spread, but nothing could be proven. What made the case truly disturbing was the possibility that the truth was known but never meant to be revealed. Because sometimes, the absence of truth is more frightening than the truth itself. Not every mystery is allowed to be solved. Not every story is given an ending. Years pass, but the case remained unresolved. No closure for the family, no justice, just unanswered questions. The world moved forward, but the story stayed frozen in time, unfinished and unresolved. Cases like this remind us of a harsh reality. Some chapters are erased on purpose, and when people stop asking questions, those chapters remain buried forever. This was one of many hidden chapters the world chose to forget. But what do you think really happened? Was it an accident or something far darker? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to Hidden Chapters because every story has a hidden chapter, and we are here to uncover it.